A very good evening. Thanks for tuning into CNN News 18. You're watching The Right Stand with me, Kritsween Walia. And well, ladies and gentlemen, Karnataka as a state, remember, has seen several episodes of violence, some even communally charged in the past. One such instance was the 2022 Hubballi Riots case, when on the 16th of April that year, a mob of 1,000 people attacked the Hubballi police station, vandalized police vehicles and pelted stones. At least 12 police personnel sustained injuries in the riots witnessed back then in the middle of the night. While it's hard to erase the memory of Hubballi riots, a shocking development has led to a bitter political exchange in Karnataka. The Siddaramaiah government in Karnataka has decided to withdraw the criminal case registered against AIMIM leader Muhammad Arif and 138 others. This means that the government has decided to let off those accused of leading the mob that attacked the police and threatened to break into the police station. What's shocking is that though the decision has been cleared by the cabinet, it was opposed by three concerned departments in Karnataka, namely the Law Department, the Police Department and the Department of Prosecution. But clearly the cabinet turned a blind eye to their feedback. The BJP has called this naked politics of appeasement, and the Congress, which finds itself cornered over the issue, has spoken of the powers the cabinet can exercise without responding to how poorly this reflects on the state's law enforcement agencies. But let's draw a parallel here and put this in perspective this evening. Can the Congress defend itself, given the manner in which from 2014 to 2018 Karnataka cabinet dropped cases against PFI and SDPI members? The Congress government withdrew 175 cases against 1,600 members. Even then, the state police informed the cabinet that PFI and Karnataka Forum for Dignity are dangerous organizations. Despite that warning, we saw this decision come in from the Congress government in Karnataka. Cut to July 2023, the Congress government mulling to drop cases against DJ Halli, KJ Halli accused. Karnataka Home Minister even directed prison officials to review cases filed. The State Home Minister said requests were made that innocent youth have been booked in false cases, and hence that decision was being spoken of by those who were close to the Chief Minister, the Cabinet and in the know-how of what the Karnataka government was thinking in the state. Now, here are some more facts that force us to question Congress's move. Remember, after SDPI's objection, Congress ordered removal of bow and arrow lampposts in Kopal's Gangavati. Why? Because viewers remember these signs symbolized the weapons carried by Hindu deities. Because of that, the objection came in from the Congress. But the fact is, the Congress government revoked the order after massive outrage on Ground Zero. And in continuation, we saw how Congress SDPI alliance also beat the Bharatiya Janata Party in Bantwal Town Municipal Corporation. But the fact is, this alliance was formed despite the SDPI linked to the banned terror outfit, the PFI. And since that link was for everyone to be aware of, we saw the Congress, though distance itself, though refrain from making public remarks, but yet contest elections in a tie-up. Karnataka state government also, remember, officially invited Natasha Kaul at the Karnataka Constitution Conference. Why is this problematic? Because Natasha Kaul supported anti-India narrative on Kashmir. She's supported the separatist narrative in Jammu and Kashmir. Then we saw the Congress vow to revoke the hijab ban in educational institutes. That, remember, was a big controversy in the state. But the Supreme Court delivered a split verdict. The matter was then referred to a larger bench. There as well, the BJP said that all of this is being done for appeasement. Congress MLA Prasad Abya, remember, wanted Mysore Airport to be renamed after Tipu Sultan. Now remember, since 2015, ever since the Congress in Karnataka decided to celebrate Tipu Sultan's Jayanti, we've seen a lot of backlash and a lot of controversies around the same. But the fact here again is that Tipu Sultan's legacy is up for review on accounts of atrocities on Hindus. But there are instances supported by the Congress that do raise these questions. Can the BJP, though, question the Congress? And we say this because of a reason. There are plenty instances in the past where the BJP has acted in a similar manner. Between Feb 2020 and 2023, the BJP has also let off several accused. 7 orders issued by the Bharatiya Janata Party to drop prosecution in 385 cases, 182 cases of hate speech, cow vigilantism withdrawn by the Bharatiya Janata Party. This was when the BJP was in power in the state. Communal violence accused also let off by the BJP in Karnataka itself. So, can the BJP really today question the Congress while saying that the Congress must think of the larger benefit of the people of Karnataka and really try and take a pro-nation stand? We will talk about that, but let's first up listen into how this war of words is playing out.
ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯವರಿಗೆ ಸುಳ್ಳು ವಿಚಾರಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
What is the reasoning behind this?
We will all discuss later.
Police department and the Ministry of Law of the state government, they have opposed the withdrawing of the case. In spite of that, they have withdrawn it. That means, in a way, they are supporting Islamic fundamental activities.
That was selfish interest of politics. That is why in case of, like I said, the Karnataka government is only practicing politics of appeasement.
Let's quickly go across to our experts. Joining us this evening on the right stand, we have Imran Pasha, leader of the JDS, with us, along with Basavaraj Itnal, journalist, and Mr. ND Mulla, former DCP Crime, Karnataka Police, joins us this evening. I want to first up, though, begin with Mr. Basavaraj Itnal. Before I speak to the JDS representative here and really try and understand what the mood in the opposition in Karnataka is, Mr. Itnal, I want to understand from you on what your take is with regards to these allegations. It's a big case that made it to the headlines. For days at end, we saw, investigations take place, very serious allegations being leveled, pictures of some of the accused, being flashed on television screens. Now the Karnataka government, the Congress government in the state, has decided to withdraw these cases. What do you make of this? The BJP says this is naked politics of appeasement.
On this count, I wouldn't disagree much with BJP's, accusation of appeasement. But at the same time, we need to see this in the context of Congress political equations in general, and also what is the situation of Congress as on today. Right now, we have a Siddaramaiah who is on a back foot, following Valmiki, bold scam, and following this Muda scam and all these things. So he wants probably, as a Congress party, also probably wants to divert attention to far more polarizing issues, and that is very, very worrisome. And come to think of it, why does a cabinet need to sit and decide on whether to pursue a case or not? Is it such an exceptional case? It's a case wherein an objectionable picture was circulated on WhatsApp. The accused, the so-called accused, was taken into custody by the police. This mob of people, apparently led by AMIM activist and a leader, they attacked the police station. They forced the police officers to hand over the accused. So this, and there is stone pelting all around and all that. So police has registered case. They have filed charge sheet. Now the Congress ministers or the Congress cabinet wants to tell the country that these people are innocent. Then what is the charge sheet for? If at all there was no charge sheet, if these people were innocent, the police would have filed B report then only.
Oh yes. So, you're letting people of Karnataka raise questions with your own police, and you're also not listening to your police. How does this reflect on the law enforcement agencies, Mr. ND Mulla, in the state of Karnataka? Here was an incident where we saw at least 12 policemen sustaining serious injuries, and this was a 1,000-strong mob. A crowd of 1,000 people taking law and order into their own hands. They vandalized police vehicles. They threatened police officers that they're going to barge into the police station. And today that case stands withdrawn because the Siddaramaiah government says there's no merit in the case. Do you not believe your police? How does this reflect on the police, the law enforcement agencies, and the trust that the Congress government is showing in the agency, sir?
See, withdrawal of cases under the section 321 CRPC is the right of the state government. A government, any government for that matter, I will not enter into the political debate of this. Governing a state is in the hands of any government which is elected by the people. They do in the best interest of the society.
Sir, but as far as the cabinet subcommittee report is concerned, and I must highlight this because while you're seeing the good in this, while you're saying that the government can call the shots, the cabinet can take this decision, but we are being told that the law department, the police department, the department of prosecution were not in agreement.
See, number one, our criminal justice, there is a system called criminal justice system that includes the courts, law department, that's the law department, you can say, prosecution and the police investigation. And delivery of the justice. The ultimate motive of any system is delivery of justice. If justice is delayed and innocent people, again I'm telling you, I'm not taking sides. Justice is delayed. This is a case of 2020 and now it is 2024. 4 years without prosecution, proper trial. They are longing. And for tens of years, for decades, people are in the jails and they are acquitted. State governments at various places, not only Karnataka state government, but UP government.
So why were they named accused in the first place, sir? Mr. Endimula, why were they named as accused in the first place? It was the police that made these arrests.
You cannot keep, you see, the Supreme Court's guideline is you cannot keep people without prosecution indefinitely in the jails. See, prosecution, our system is such, unfortunately, our system is such that speedy trials do not take place. If the trial could have taken place, in 1 year judgment would have come. You cannot, after 10 years, if a person is acquitted and he being in the jail, it is, travesty of justice.
But you're not taking my question, Mr. Mullah, on why, if these people were indeed innocent, why were they arrested in the first place? Some of these accused who've been arrested, who've been named in this case, sir, their images have been seen that very night on the 16th of April 2022. They've been spotted, they've been marked in some of those visuals, sir.
Give me a minute, please. Who is telling that they are innocent? I'm only telling that the justice is delayed. The innocent or otherwise is not proved. There are instances that after 10 years, 15 years, people are released from the jails, acquitted.
Okay, the wheels of justice are moving slowly. You can't keep them locked in forever, and hence this is not a bad idea at all. But I do see Mr. Itnal wanting to come in on that. I will go across to Mr. Pasha in just a bit, but yes, go ahead, Basavarajji. What's your point?
The former police officer, what he is talking about is the legal position. What are the powers and authorities of the government under the law, the CRPC and all. But when we are talking about justice, what about the justice to the Karnataka's own police? It's a police station that was attacked. It was a police force that was attacked. It was not somebody else. The very police will get demoralized. The police in which Mr. Mullah served, that very police will get demoralized to take any action now. Because charge sheet has been filed, Karnataka government has said we will not pursue prosecution. They have not said they are innocent or otherwise. They said we will not pursue it. If you are not pursuing it, if you are going to let them loose in the society, now what will you tell those police officers who were there on that night? The vandalism is seen on camera. We know what has happened, and in what way it is inspiring trust and faith in law and order and also in police force.
Absolutely. This was a riots case. Mr. Pasha, I do see nobody touching upon the fact that the BJP said that this is nothing but naked politics of appeasement. Why is it that today it should be seen that way? There are past precedents which are being cited by the Bharatiya Janata Party. You know how several Congress leaders have gone soft on terror-related cases, so on and so forth. But why here? Why is this problematic for you?
Oh, sorry, actually I lost you in between. Can you please repeat?
No, just meaning to understand from you. Understand from you what your party's take on this is. BJP calls this naked politics of appeasement. They say we have a reason to say so.
But actually, if you can see from the day when the Congress came into the power, they came into the power based on this type of politics only. If you see the campaigning, what they have in their campaigning manifesto, what they have mentioned it, and both the national parties, they have not their agenda. What they have made here, not for the development of the state. Okay, so made up this Riots story, made up this Hindu-Muslim story, and these all. I was not like currently we are in a situation like where the Chief Minister of Karnataka are having so many allegations and which things are going on. As our journalist reporter, senior reporter said that this is just a deviation from the actual muddas, actual politics, because people should not raise the question and the central should not ask and the court should not ask the required questions. That's why they are deviating people from the actual muddas, actual topics of the
But
state.
doesn't this reflect poorly on the Congress government? This was a riots case, cops themselves sustaining injuries. Like I said,
One thing I want to tell you here is justice is delayed, justice is denied, as the famous maxim is there. So whoever has committed the offence, irrespective of any caste or religion, because the police officer is our national security. If someone hurts them, it's like hurting to the entire nation. Okay, so they are not celebrating their festival. They are not with the family. Even in the holidays, they are protecting us. So we should respect and we should salute them. And if someone is like,
Mr. Pasha, this judgment is not coming from the courts. It's the decision of the Congress in Karnataka. The cabinet has paved the way for this decision, and the BJP and you're on great terms with the Bharatiya Janata Party has reacted very, very strongly to the entire matter. We have Lokesh Jindal of the Congress with us to take us through the version of the Congress government in Karnataka. Lokesh, what do you make of this naked politics of appeasement, says the Bharatiya Janata Party? They've cited statements by the Congress leaders in Karnataka in the past. They say this is a pattern in itself and this is being done for vote bank.
Absolutely not. In fact, a total of 60 cases were withdrawn by the Karnataka cabinet. So it's not just one case that has been withdrawn, but various other cases. For example, BJP MLA, Renuka Swamy, and the provocative speeches given by them, that case was also withdrawn. And there were various other cases that had been withdrawn by the cabinet, and this being one of them. So, trying to politicize the issue, calling
but
it...
But why is it that the police department, the law department, the Department of Prosecution not taken into confidence?
Wherever we have...
It was Karnataka policemen, Mr. Jindal, who were at the receiving end of this mob, at the receiving end of this violence.
As per the Criminal Procedure Code, whenever we have sensitive cases, the police officials are required to place the files before the Home Ministry. And only after the nod given by the Home Ministry, the cases they proceed ahead. And when we talk about sensitive cases like these, who have a potential to cause further instability as well as a problem of law and order in the state, these are dealt with taking into consideration a lot of factors. So over here, it is just not appeasement politics. It's a daily routine procedure that is being followed by the administration, and it is within this regard that the decision was taken.
Not just about appeasement politics. So you're agreeing to the fact that this may have something to do with appeasement politics?
No, absolutely not. Then why will the case against former BJP MLA...
So why is it that in 2023, why is it that in 2023 itself, Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivakumar wrote to the police once again demanding that this case be withdrawn? It's only since then we've seen the Siddaramaiah Sarkar take this up in a very serious manner. How are you leaving anything to the police?
Yes, Christine, when we are talking about issues where dealing with Section 153, dealing with promoting enmity amongst two communities and issues like this. Now, these are not offences in which the police considers it as cognizable and pursues the due course of action. Over here, the nod by the Home Ministry considers a lot of factions, lots of aspects pertaining to law and order before arriving.
What are these aspects, Mr. Lokesh Jindal? I do see Mr. Mullah wanting to come in, but what are these aspects? Please explain to us what this means, because otherwise we're going to have to believe the version by the Bharatiya Janata Party who say, here's a DK Shivakumar who gives a clean sheet to terrorists even when investigations haven't concluded in the Bengaluru cooker blast case. Here's a Congress party that's spoken of favouring the minority community just for vote bank, and they've made several announcements to prove the same. So please help us understand why we must feel otherwise and think otherwise.
Number one, there has to be provisions with respect to the evidence that has been collected. The intent for which this entire incident took place, the overall basis on which the entire case was carried
Mr.
forward.
Lokesh Jindal, let me interrupt you there once again. I want to understand from you. Either the police in the first place failed to do its job wrong, right?
No,
or you are now not listening to the police department.
No.
They are not happy with the manner in which you've decided to withdraw these cases, but you're not willing to listen to them.
No,
it has to be one of the two.
No. When we are talking about disposal of the cases, the police files an FIR, and following the FIR, the police carries forward the due process. Subsequently, we see that there is pendency of cases when there are no evidences available, when there is no enough evidence that is available for the investigating authority to carry.
So were these arrests made without enough evidence, sir?
The FIR will be filed if any such form of event takes place.
Sir, this happened in 2022. An investigation has been underway. Suddenly, since 2023, upon the Deputy Chief Minister's appeal, how is it that you've decided collectively to drop the cases and charges?
The provocative speech.
I mean, there were 1,000 people there who could be seen on the 16th of April 2022. How do you justify it? What example is the Congress setting in Karnataka is what I'm asking you.
Renuka Swami's speech was in 2020. This incident was in 2022. Even that case was withdrawn. So when you are having certain such incidents...
Okay, Imran Pasha, I made this point in the beginning as well, that there are cases that have been withdrawn by the Bharatiya Janata Party, criminal cases, cases which involve BJP leaders as well, cases which are as sensitive and as serious such as this. So how is the BJP or any other political opponent in a position to raise these questions with the Congress, which doesn't absolve Congress of what's happening today, and they must come out and answer. But why is the BJP in a position to raise those questions?
It would have better if you would have asked this question to the BJP person, BJP spokesperson.
I do know, and I'm aware. We're all aware that you're on friendly terms with the Bharatiya Janata Party. So I'm daring to pose that question to you, if you would want to comment.
No, actually, if you ask me from the alliance point of view or from the JDS point of view, what I would like to tell here is, it's really a kind of a bad condition or a bad situation. It's increasing a disturbance between the people. Let it be any party, let it be any particular community. If something bad has happened, especially when this kind of a mass riots will happen with the multiple people like 500 people getting together, security should be made and should be the speed fast resolution, fast punishment. If someone found guilty, then immediate punishment should be given so that people will have more confidence with the government. It should not be delayed. That
no, but are you saying the BJP has no point in saying that this comes from a place of appeasement? They're wanting to woo their vote bank. Do you disagree with the BJP on this?
Every political party, the first aim and game is to increase their vote bank only. I will not deny that statement. Okay, but the only thing what I am telling here is, let it be a Congress or the BJP. If something happened, the immediate they should be set fast forward court and they should come to the conclusion and should give the punishment to the guilty and allow and release the people who are not who has been innocent in the
cases. Okay, all right. Point made. Mr. Mullah wanted to come in. So last 30 seconds to you. We need to quickly wrap up.
I would like to tell you that way back, about 2 decades back, a police officer was killed. 2 police officers, in fact, in Nargund case, where farmers entered into a hospital and killed a young police officer, and thereafter in Hirur, another set of police officers were killed. Even such cases were withdrawn later on. See, the government has their own compulsion of delivering the justice in overall. It is not that police is against such cases. Over a period of time, the prosecution, it doesn't take place. Accused are languishing in the jail without prosecution, and the departments, the justice delivery system feels that over a period of time also there may not be enough evidence to prosecute and punish, and the accused will remain in the court, and ultimately they may be acquitted without any, evidence coming forth. Such cases are withdrawn, and the government and Supreme Court has laid down procedure. What cases should be withdrawn, how? So the state government.
Okay, no, while I partially do agree with you on that, there is a process and procedure in place, but here what's shocking is that none of the departments, the law department, the police department, the department of prosecution have given their nod. They're not in agreement to this decision that's been taken by the Siddaramaiah government, and that's where the problem comes in. But gentlemen, appreciate you joining us this evening. Many thanks for speaking to us and taking out your time on Right Stand.